Hi, I'm Nick from Tabletop Duo, and today we will learn how to play Monopoly Pokémon. Setup. Place each type of wild Pokémon chips next to the board's corresponding colors. Shuffle the challenge and adventure cards and place them in their respective spaces. Give each player a reference card and 20 Pokeballs. Each trainer chooses a Pokémon, a tracker mat, and places the token on goal space. And now you're ready to learn how to play. Your goal is to be the first trainer to catch one Pokémon of each type or be the last trainer with Pokeballs left. Each player should roll the die. The highest roller starts. On your turn, roll the numbered die and move your token clockwise that number of spaces. Execute the action of that space and end your turn so the next player in clockwise order can play. If you land on an uncontrolled location, take control of it by paying the amount on the space and taking the location card from the bank. If you cannot afford the location, you must auction it. Bidding starts at 1 Pokeball from the bank, and any player can bid or increase it by at least 1 Pokeball. It doesn't need to follow the turn order. When nobody increases the bid anymore, the highest bidder can take the location card but cannot explore to catch a wild Pokemon, which we will explain later. Note that if no one bids, the location stays in the bank. If another player controls the location, pay the location fee to that player. And if you already control the location and you land on it, you don't pay any fee. Once inside the location, you can try to catch a wild Pokemon. If another player controls the location, you can pay them the exploration cost shown on the location card. If it's yours, there is no fee. Then roll the die. If you roll an X, you catch nothing. End your turn, or pay 1 Pokeball to the bank for each reroll until you catch a Pokemon. If it's a Pokeball, you caught a Pokemon. Take 1 Pokemon of that color and add it to your board. Even if you already have caught a Pokemon of that color, they can still add points when battling. But be careful, if you spend all of your Pokeballs, you lose. Also note that if you land at a location controlled by another trainer, you can battle them to maybe gain that card and avoid paying the fee. To battle, both roll the die, add 1 to each Pokemon you have on your board. You can also use any challenge cards to improve the total. The highest number wins. If you win, you don't pay the rival, and you can take control of that location card if they don't have a complete set. If the rival wins, or it is a tie, pay them the battle fee, shown in the location card. Note that if you ever take control of all locations of a color set, they cannot be taken from you by a rival in battle. If you land or pass on the goal space, collect 2 Pokeballs from the bank. If you land on adventure or challenge spaces, take a card from the pile and do what it says. Some may be kept for later use. Return to the bottom of the pile when used. Landing on Lapras allow you to move to any space between that Lapras space and the next one. Follow the rules of that space and end your turn. Free parking and just visiting, nothing happens. Go to jail, move your token to the jail space. Don't take the 2 Pokeballs if you pass by the goal space, and end your turn. To get out of jail, you can pay 1 Pokeball at the start of the next turn and then play the turn, or use a get out of jail free card if you have one and play the turn, or roll a 6 on your next turn, use a roll to move, but don't follow the rules on that space where you landed. You can try to roll a 6 for 3 turns. If you can't do it, pay 1 Pokeball to get out of jail. Deals and trades. You can buy, sell, or trade locations and Pokemons with rivals at any time. Being broke. If you don't have any Pokeballs, try to sell locations to the bank or Pokemons to other players. When a player is bankrupt, they leave the game. When there is only 1 person left, or if a player catches at least 1 of each type of Pokemon, that player wins the game. And that's how you play Monopoly Pokémon. Leave a like if this video was helpful to you, and consider subscribing to Tabletop Duo to get the latest how to play tutorials on your favorite board and card games. Thanks for watching and see you next time!